One of the biggest headaches about printing is getting your finished print to look like the graded photo that you've been lovingly sweating over for days. It's what puts most people off giving it a go. What we're talking about here is color management. I want to share some basics with you. Here we go. Color management can be overwhelmingly complicated to understand. There's a lot of pretty heavy science involved. But the good news is I can give you some settings that will get your vision onto the wall in no time. Printing is a process, and as long as you're consistent with your settings at every stage of the process, you shouldn't go wrong. Step 1. Set your monitor correctly. An accurately calibrated monitor will show you what the printer is going to produce. The gold standard is a professional monitor that has been set up using a calibration tool. Next, you must select a color space or gamut for your photo editing software to work in. For print, I recommend Adobe RGB. There are others, but this is by far the most commonly used for Pro print and the one Canon suggests for the PRO-1100. Keep the color space the same when you save or export your file. Next, rendering intent. Your camera can capture colors that are outside the printing capabilities of any printer. How you deal with those unprintable colors is dictated by the rendering intent. You may have seen this option in the print dialog and been nervous of dealing with it. Well, don't panic. I stand by these two rules. If it's a very colorful image, then I choose perceptual, which is generally great for vivid colors. But if it's more neutral or pastel or black and white, where subtle grades of contrast are more important, then relative colorimetric is the way to go. The great news is that with professional printing layouts, you can soft-proof the different rendering intent on your calibrated monitor. The final piece of the puzzle is the type of paper that you're printing on. Different papers handle ink differently due to the way that they have been manufactured. They have different white points, absorb ink differently, and even have different color gamuts. This is where paper profiles come in. Paper manufacturers produce their own AM1X files that tell the printer how to apply the right settings for the most accurate results. Matte, luster, glossy, fine art, there are hundreds of different paper types, so make sure you are using the right paper profile. So that's a basic overview of color management. If you follow these steps when printing on the PRO-1100, you can be confident of great results.